Inside the U.S. Army's most powerful air assault operations of 2026, the ground is silent. A cold morning mist hangs over the landing zone as dozens of soldiers stand ready beside rows of helicopters. Their equipment has been checked. Their radios are alive with short, precise commands. Hundreds of eyes scan the horizon, waiting for a signal that could launch one of the most complex military operations in the world. Then, it begins. The unmistakable thunder of rotor blades rolls across the landscape. Within seconds, massive helicopters appear over the treetops, flying in perfect formation. Dust erupts from the ground as they descend. Crews move with incredible speed, soldiers board in seconds, engines roar louder. The aircraft lift off almost simultaneously, disappearing toward their objective. This is the modern U.S. Army air assault mission, a carefully planned operation that combines aviation, infantry, logistics, intelligence, and precision into one coordinated strike. In 2026, these missions have become more advanced than ever before. An air assault is much more than soldiers flying in helicopters. It is the rapid movement of combat forces into areas that may be inaccessible by road or too dangerous for traditional ground advances. Speed, surprise, and coordination are the foundations of every mission. Long before the first helicopter leaves the ground, planning teams spend countless hours studying maps, terrain, weather conditions, and possible threats. Every landing zone is analyzed, every route is reviewed. Alternative plans are prepared in case conditions change at the last moment. Military intelligence teams gather information from satellites, reconnaissance aircraft, surveillance drones, and ground observers. This information helps commanders understand where obstacles may exist and how to reduce risks before the operation even begins. Meanwhile, aviation crews inspect every aircraft in extraordinary detail. Each helicopter undergoes extensive maintenance checks. Engines, rotor systems, hydraulic components, navigation equipment, communication systems, and defensive countermeasures must all function perfectly. Even a small mechanical issue can delay an entire operation involving hundreds of personnel. Once aircraft are ready, pilots gather for mission briefings. These briefings cover every stage of the operation, from departure and flight formations to emergency procedures and extraction plans. Every pilot knows not only their own role, but also the responsibilities of every aircraft flying nearby. This level of preparation allows large formations to operate almost as a single machine. One of the most recognizable aircraft in these operations is the CH-47 Chinook. With its distinctive tandem rotor design, the Chinook serves as the Army's heavy-lift workhorse. It transports troops, artillery, engineering vehicles, supplies, and even other aircraft components when necessary. During large-scale air assaults, Chinooks often carry equipment that would otherwise require long and vulnerable ground convoys. Vehicles, ammunition pallets, fuel containers, construction equipment, and humanitarian aid can all be delivered directly into operational areas within minutes. Supporting the Chinooks are AH-64 Black Hawk helicopters. This versatile aircraft transport infantry conduct medical evacuations, move command teams, and perform countless support missions. Their flexibility makes them one of the most important assets during air assault operations. Flying alongside them are AH-64 Apache attack helicopters. Their role is very different. Rather than transporting troops, Apaches provide security for the formation. Their advanced sensors allow crews to observe terrain from long distances while monitoring possible threats throughout the flight path. Above the entire operation, unmanned aerial systems constantly transmit live imagery back to commanders. These drones provide a real-time view of changing conditions, helping leaders make rapid decisions if obstacles or unexpected activity appear. Modern battlefield communications have also transformed how air assault missions are conducted. Secure digital networks allow commanders, pilots, and ground forces to exchange information almost instantly. Updated landing zones, weather reports, navigation changes, and mission adjustments can be distributed across the entire formation within moments. This ability to adapt quickly is one of the defining characteristics of today's U.S. Army operations. Training plays an equally important role. Air assault proficiency is not achieved in a single exercise. Soldiers repeat loading drills hundreds of times until every movement becomes instinctive. Helicopter crews practice flying at low altitude, navigating difficult terrain, operating in poor visibility, and coordinating with multiple aircraft under demanding conditions. Ground units rehearse exiting helicopters rapidly while establishing security around landing zones in only a matter of seconds. Every second matters. Because the faster soldiers move after landing, the less time potential adversaries have to react. These demanding exercises often include day and night operations, adverse weather conditions, and simulated electronic warfare environments that challenge navigation and communications. The objective is simple. Prepare every soldier and every aircrew to perform confidently, even when conditions become unpredictable, and when dozens of helicopters launch together, carrying hundreds of soldiers toward their objective. Months of preparation finally come together in one carefully synchronized operation. But inserting forces is only the beginning. The real challenge starts after the helicopters leave the landing zone. The moment the last helicopter climbs away from the landing zone, the soldiers are on their own. The roar of the engines aids into the distance, replaced by the sounds of boots hitting the ground, short radio transmissions, and the steady movement of troops advancing toward their objective. This is where every hour of planning and every day of training is put to the test. An air assault does not end with a successful landing. In many ways, it has only just begun. Within seconds of touching down, infantry units establish a secure perimeter. Squad leaders quickly position their soldiers to cover every direction, while reconnaissance teams move ahead to identify potential hazards. Engineers may begin clearing obstacles or preparing routes for follow-on forces, ensuring that additional aircraft can land safely if required. At the same time, command teams establish communication with higher headquarters. Every report matters. The situation on the ground can change rapidly, and commanders must have an accurate picture of events to make informed decisions. One of the greatest strengths of a modern air assault is flexibility. If intelligence reveals that conditions have changed, commanders can redirect aircraft, adjust objectives, or reinforce specific units in real time. Secure communications and modern battlefield technology allow information to flow between pilots, ground commanders, intelligence analysts, and support elements almost instantly. Behind the front lines, another critical operation is already underway. Logistics. An air assault cannot succeed without a constant flow of supplies. Food, water, fuel, ammunition, medical equipment, and repair parts must reach forward units quickly. Heavy-lift helicopters continue flying after the initial assault, delivering cargo to locations where traditional ground convoys would be slower or more vulnerable. Some missions involve sling-loading artillery pieces, tactical vehicles, fuel bladders, or engineering equipment beneath helicopters. These external loads require exceptional skill from flight crews. Pilots must maintain precise control while transporting heavy cargo through changing weather, difficult terrain, and confined landing zones. Every delivery extends the combat power of the soldiers on the ground. Medical support is equally important. Combat medics accompany assault forces, prepared to provide immediate treatment if injuries occur. When necessary, dedicated medical evacuation helicopters move casualties to advanced treatment facilities, where medical teams stand ready around the clock. The ability to evacuate wounded personnel quickly has become one of the defining capabilities of modern military aviation. Technology also continues to reshape air assault operations. Small reconnaissance drones now accompany many training exercises, providing live aerial views of terrain and helping commanders monitor friendly troop movements. These systems increase situational awareness while reducing uncertainty during fast-moving operations. Electronic warfare has also become an essential part of preparation. Modern military units train to operate in environments where GPS signals may be degraded, communications may be interrupted, and electronic systems may face interference. Pilots and ground forces practice navigating with multiple methods so that missions can continue even under challenging conditions. Night operations add another level of complexity. Using advanced night vision equipment, helicopter crews conduct low-level flights through darkness while maintaining formation and avoiding terrain. On the ground, soldiers rely on discipline, communication, and rehearsed procedures to move safely toward their objectives with minimal visibility. These demanding exercises are designed to simulate realistic conditions and strengthen coordination between aviation and ground forces. Large-scale training events often bring together aviation brigades, infantry units, engineers, artillery, medical teams, logistics specialists, and communication experts. Every element has a role, and success depends on how well they work together. Observers evaluating these exercises look beyond speed alone. They examine communication, safety, decision-making, adaptability, and the ability of leaders to respond when unexpected challenges arise. Lessons learned during training help improve future operations, ensuring that every exercise builds upon the experience of the last. Perhaps the most impressive aspect of an air assault is the teamwork involved. Pilots cannot succeed without maintainers who prepare the aircraft. Infantry depends on logistics specialists to keep supplies moving. Intelligence analysts provide information that shapes every plan, while communications personnel ensure that every unit remains connected throughout the mission. Thousands of professionals contribute to what may appear to be a single helicopter landing. That level of coordination is the product of years of training, professional development, and continuous refinement. As military technology evolves, future air assault operations are expected to integrate even more autonomous systems, improved aircraft survivability, enhanced communications, and advanced battlefield awareness. Human decision-making, however, will remain at the heart of every mission. Machines can provide information. Aircraft can deliver speed. Technology can improve precision. But it is disciplined soldiers, skilled air crews, experienced commanders, and dedicated support personnel who transform careful planning into successful operations. When viewers watch dozens of helicopters crossing the horizon in perfect formation, they are witnessing far more than impressive aviation. They are seeing months of preparation, thousands of hours of maintenance, countless rehearsals, and an extraordinary level of coordination between air and ground forces. Every landing zone secured, every supply delivered, every evacuation completed, and every objective achieved reflects the combined efforts of an entire military team working together under demanding conditions. That is what makes the U.S. Army's air assault operations among the most complex and carefully executed military missions in the world. From the first mission briefing to the final helicopter returning home, every phase demonstrates a commitment to preparation, precision, and teamwork. And as military challenges continue to evolve, one thing remains constant. When the mission demands speed, mobility, and coordinated action, the unmistakable sound of helicopter rotors signals that another air assault operation is underway, bringing together aviation, technology, and highly trained soldiers in one of the most remarkable displays of modern military capability.